Need to save JSON data in PowerShell? You're in the right place. We'll explore multiple ways to write JSON objects to a file step by step. We'll start with a quick overview of all the methods, then break them down one by one with examples, expected output, and potential downsides. Let's jump right in. Here's a quick look at the methods we'll cover. 1. Convert to JSON with outFile. 2. Convert to JSON with setContent. 3. Convert to JSON with addContent. 4. Convert to JSON with StreamWriter. 5. Convert to JSON with WriteAllText. 6. Convert to JSON with AppendAllText. Now that you know what's coming, let's explore each method in detail. Let's start with one of the simplest methods, convert to JSON with outFile. Here's how it works. We first create a PowerShell object, we then convert it into a JSON string. Finally, we write it to a file using outFile. Here's the command: variable data equals @ curly bracket, name equals John, age equals 30, city equals New York, curly bracket, variable JSON equals data pipe, convert to JSON. JSON pipe outFile dash file path c:\temp\data.json. What happens when we run this? A new file named data.json is created inside the c:\temp folder, and it contains the JSON formatted data. The output will look like this. Now what's the downside? By default, outFile saves the file in UTF-16 encoding, which might not work well for some applications. If you want to avoid this, you can specify UTF-8 encoding like this: JSON pipe outFile dash file path c:\temp\data.json encoding UTF-8. Alright, let's move on to the next method. Next, we have convert to JSON with setContent. It works similarly to outFile but has a slightly different syntax. Here's the command: variable data equals @ curly bracket, name equals Jane, age equals 25, city equals Los Angeles, curly bracket, variable JSON equals data pipe, convert to JSON, setContent dash path c:\temp\data.json value JSON. This creates or replaces the JSON file inside the temp folder, and the output, it looks exactly the same as before. However, there's one key difference. setContent does not add a new line at the end of the file, which might cause issues with some parsers. To make sure everything is formatted properly, you can add UTF-8 encoding. Now let's see how we can append JSON instead of overwriting it. If you need to add JSON to an existing file instead of replacing it, you can use convert to JSON with addContent. Here's how: variable new data equals @ curly bracket, name equals Alice, age equals 28, city equals Chicago, curly bracket, variable JSON equals new data pipe, convert to JSON, addContent dash path c:\temp\data.json value JSON. This appends the new JSON object to the end of the file. But there's a catch: if you open the file, you'll see something like this. It simply adds new objects one after the other. Now what if you're working with large files? Let's talk about StreamWriter. For large JSON files, StreamWriter is the best choice. It gives you more control and avoids memory issues. Here's how it works: variable data equals @ curly bracket, name equals Bob, age equals 40, city equals Miami, curly bracket, variable JSON equals data pipe, convert to JSON, variable writer equals bracket system.io.streamwriter bracket :new open parenthesis quote c:\temp\data.json quote close parenthesis, writer.write open parenthesis JSON close parenthesis, writer.close open parenthesis close parenthesis. What's happening here? StreamWriter opens a file, writes the JSON data, and then closes the file. This is especially useful for large files because it prevents excessive memory usage. But be careful: if you forget to close the writer, the file will stay open and you won't be able to modify it. Now let's check out another efficient method, WriteAllText. This is a fast and efficient way to write JSON. Here's the command: variable data equals @ curly bracket, name equals Emma, age equals 32, city equals Seattle, curly bracket, variable JSON equals data pipe, convert to JSON, bracket system.io.file bracket :WriteAllText open parenthesis quote c:\temp\data.json quote JSON close parenthesis. This method writes JSON directly to the file without using PowerShell's built-in commands. It's fast and simple, but it overwrites the file every time. If you need to append JSON instead, let's check out the final method. If you want to append JSON instead of replacing it, use AppendAllText. Here's the command: variable new data equals @ curly bracket, name equals Daniel, age equals 27, city equals Austin, curly bracket, variable JSON equals new data pipe ConvertTo-Json, bracket system.io.file bracket :append-all-text, open parenthesis quote c:\temp\data.json quote backtick n plus JSON close parenthesis. This adds the JSON object to the end of the file without overwriting it, but like add content, it doesn't format it as a valid JSON array. So if you're working with structured JSON data, you'll need to manually modify it. Alright, let's recap. For quick and simple writes, out file and set content work well. For appending, add content and AppendAllText are useful, but they don't format JSON properly. For large files, StreamWriter is the best option. And for efficient writes, WriteAllText is the way to go. If you found this tutorial helpful, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more PowerShell tips.